Hi there, I'm Dr. Randall George Nozawa, Bounce Back Blind Guy, and welcome to Enlightened Lifestyle Medicine. This is your Elm Stop, the ultimate wellness. Let's get it on. Today's topic, love or extinction. So what does this mean? Did you know that for all the conveniences of back when cell phones to now smartphones to iPhones to your tablet, your computer, the fuel that makes them run is electromagnetic radiation. That's right. And did you know that electromagnetic radiation has never been studied for safety? Never. So for all the conveniences of back when your cell phone and now the smartphones and all that, never been studied for safety. And now what's being secretly rolled out, it's called 5G. Okay. That's short millimeter beams of radiation, and to get more power out of that, more length, more cell towers are going to be put up, and more antennas are going to be put up, and antennas will maybe put up on anything that's high up there. But that has never been studied. And here's what you need to know, is that the electromagnetic radiation, okay, never been studied for safety. What not studied for safety as far as during the industry, for people in the industry, but people outside the industry have done a lot of studies on it, because they're not funded by the telecom communications, people like Verizon, AT&T, and our government. Okay, so what they have found is that what we use for convenience, the cell, and you're holding that device close to your head, your face, and what the kids use now for playing games is toxic. It causes gene mutations that will last forever. Okay. That changes our fertility, because fertility in this country, along with Singapore, Macau, and South Korea, have all gone down. Okay? And a lot more incidences of cancer, especially in the brain, because you're holding that device so close to your face. That Wi-Fi that you might have running all day also causes gene mutations and predisposes you to cancers, diabetes, heart attack, when you might think you're seemingly healthy. So why is this happening? Greed. Because there is a group that is called the technocracy. People in the telecommunications industry, people high up in government, people that with large corporations. What's the gold now, the big money now, is in data, collecting data. That's why surveillance with all these cell towers and antennae on them that give off a high amounts of electromagnetic radiation, but it's collecting data on you. So they want to know everything about you. This group here, we call it the shadow government, because they want to know your buying habits, who you hang out with, what you do, to make sure that they can control your lives. And what does the 5G rollout mean? Because it's a short beam, and it's actually a military weapon, by the way. Okay. So what does it mean? What that means, it's a way of crowd control. It's not only surveillance to find out anything about you, but with all the cell towers and antennae go up, they can coalesce the beams, and it's a way for crowd control or depopulation, to keep you in order. Okay? And if they don't like you, they can kill you. That's right. You think, well, that's impossible. That's science fiction. That's a conspiracy theory. No, it's not. It's already happened to many folks out there, and they've posted their experiences. But what's happening is that all of you need to wake up. You need to darn wake up, become activists and advocates to save your lives, because this is very serious. All right? Because these group of people have gone away from love, and then they've chosen transhumanism. What that means is that they would rather kill you because it makes them money. And they'd rather have people that are obedient, that take drugs, with prescription drugs, that fall into line and don't ask questions, and they don't want you to be free. So you're giving up your freedoms because you don't know about it, or you won't fight for it. So what this video is for is to educate you that with all the convenience that we've had with cell phones and the 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, and now the upcoming 5G, none of it's been studied for safety. Have you noticed since the 1980s the steep rise in cancer, especially brain cancer, cancer in children, diabetes in children, attention deficit that leads to antisocial personality disorder, multiple sclerosis, dementia, steep rise in Alzheimer's. All of these autoimmune diseases, inflammatory diseases, come with a reason. It's not only just the use of the electromagnetic radiation, but also vaccines that aren't tested, that are toxic. So I don't care what people say, they're toxic. Don't do it. Okay? And then the glyphosate in our foods, and glyphosate comes from Roundup, put out by Monsanto. That's a criminal organization that is killing us and telling us that glyphosate, it's a weed killer. They say it's safe. It causes cancer. It causes cancer. They lied. They all lied. Okay? It's up to you, everybody. Take this seriously. Okay? And per the name of this video, love or extinction. And what that means is that, look this up if you don't believe me. Look it up. Electromagnetic radiation, the things that, the energy that fuels our cell phones, smartphones, iPhones, computers, and all that, and the Wi-Fi that you've got going on because it's convenient, is killing you. It flat out is killing you. So there are ways we can combat this. Turn the stuff off. Get away from it. Okay. There are ways to make it safe. There are ways to cover those devices with easily found online. There's something called Pong. P-O-N-G, that you can cover your phones with to protect yourself. But everyone, you got to take this seriously, because we've come to a critical junction here. Okay, this is where there's so many gene mutations in us, and the decrease in fertility. That means this is deformation in sperm and what it looks like, and then the viability of sperm right now is about 59%. You see, and what researchers have found is once this gets up to 72%, that is the end of our species. We're very close. We're very close. So you've got to all look into this and say, well, the government will protect us. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're part of this. Okay. What's happened is that a group of folks have chosen money over love, money over caring, money over compassion. And they look at human beings as just objects instead of fellow spiritual beings. Okay? So it's up to you to make the difference. Look this up, go research it. There's a wonderful documentary put out by Josh Del Sol and Sayer G called the 5G Summit. Look that up, called the 5G Summit. Look this up, and it's going to tell you, with all the wonderful speakers on there, about electromagnetic radiation, what powers our cell phones. And did you know that if you use your cell phone or iPhone or a smartphone, just keep it away from your head, and only for a few minutes? Just by touching that device, it causes electromagnetic differences in all your cells. Did you know that? Okay? But when you use it for minutes at a time, or you touch it to your head, okay, you increase your chances for brain cancer. Cancer to the side of your head, and also better chances to die of a heart attack when you seemingly might be healthy. Okay, look this up. Go watch that documentary series by Josh Del Sol and Sayer G, the 5G Summit. Learn, learn, learn. You need to stand up. You need to take action on this, because this is a serious event where in experiments with rats, okay, not humans but rats, but they're mammals, right? They lost their ability to reproduce, and within 5 generations they went extinct. So you extrapolate that to us humans, we might have 5 generations left where we populate the earth, and that will soon be over. And like I said before, in 2018 the United States had a 2% less birth rate than before, which has never happened before. Macau, Singapore, 20-25% lower in birth rate. South Korea, 11%, less. So it's happening already. Everyone, we have to save our lives. We've got to fight back. We have to say no to the 5G. You have to find out how to make that electromagnetic radiation safer for you, so you can use your cell phones and your computers and all that. But find a safer way. And when you're not using, turn the stuff off. Just turn it off. Okay? But we've got to take action here, everybody. We have to get into action. Okay? And then the first thing you can do, like I said, go watch that Josh Del Sol, Sayer G documentary, 5G Summit. It's going to teach you a lot. Everyone, we have to take action. We have to take this seriously. We have to fight back. We've got to put love in front of greed. We have to put love in front of all those people that have lost their humanity, and they'd rather us die instead of being in a close relationship, because we should be a village. We should be a family, but we're not. The greed taking over, and it's up to us to put a stop to it. So I'm doing. Watch the document series, Google all this stuff up. A lot of it's online already. And we need to take a stand. We need to save lives. We need to put love first, so we can. Dr. Reynolds is the bounce back guy. If this was inform you and you think it's important, please share it with other people. Okay? And tell them to watch, because we're going to do more and more things like this episode. Things is because I've gotten away for this one behavior of a few.